this is RV Vagabond Jerry on the Las Vegas Strip, and in this video I'm going to show you around the Coca-Cola Store and the M&M Store, which is right next door to that. And I haven't been to the Coca-Cola Store for many years, then I'm going to show you a big change they've made in the soda fountain that they have there. And then tonight I'm going to go to two of the casino showroom productions. I'm not going to video the shows for you. Maybe I'll sneak in a little bit, but mainly after seeing the show I'm going to give you my personal opinion of how I like those two shows. So when you come to Las Vegas, you can think about if maybe you want to see one of those. So first, let's go to those two stores, and then I'll pick it up tonight when I go to the showroom. Well, naturally, there are souvenirs galore in here. Just about everything you can imagine. Pillows and all sorts of trinkets. A lot of Christmas stuff. Some of the old signs that cafes used to put around the counter. A lot of Coke delivery trucks. Even giraffes and dinosaurs. Clothing galore. But the main attraction, I think, is the soda fountain, where they have, I think it's 16 varieties. Now, I was here many years ago when their soda fountain was self-service soda fountain, where you could try one soda variety at a time, but now they're serving them like this, where you get a bunch of them all at once with no ice. Oh yes, I definitely prefer when it was self-service and free, and you could just try one at a time to see a kind that you like, which had names on them. These are just plain glasses. But now you have to order the samples from the counter here, and guess what? You pay a pretty price for them. You tell them how many samples that you want, and that's what you pay for. Like $13 for those, and various other selections. If there's one in particular that you like, it's $3 for a 16-ounce. They also have ices and ice cream floats. So there's no more free samples. And another thing I noticed different from years ago, it is really hard to find free parking around the Las Vegas Strip here. So they've taken their free parking lots and garages and now charging $10 to $20 to park. I guess they're trying to make back some of the money they lost during the pandemic when they had to shut down. These bottles are 20 inches high. $10 for a simple can to put your coins in. At least these are somewhat attractive for little banks for kids, or to store the pennies in that are pretty much worthless now. This whole wall here, that's all socks. How about that? So my opinion is that it's not near as much fun as it used to be to come in here years ago. Well, that's life in Las Vegas. By the way, the Coke store is right next door to the M&M store, and I'm guessing there's no free samples here either. So I'm thinking the best thing about the M&M store is that you can buy M&Ms in one color only. Here's the mixed varieties also, and they have plain and peanut, and I think some of these colors you really never see in the regular packages, so this is probably the only place where you can get those. And they're $9 per half pound. You fill up your own bag with however much you want of each color, and you can get these 4 different sizes, but the price is going to come out to the same. So if you're a big M&M's fan, you gotta come here. I'm at the Planet Hollywood, and they have, I think, 3 different theaters. They got Nathan Burton, the Beatles show, and Vegas the Show, which is the one that I chose to go to, which says it was voted the best show in Las Vegas. They also have the Mentalists V, the Ultimate Variety Show, and the Zombie Burlesque. Well, I'll let you know if I think it is the best show in Las Vegas. Now here's a fast food restaurant I haven't seen anywhere else. Let's take a look at their menu here. You want a signature lobster roll, and next to that is a New Orleans special with those daiquiris.
Shake like a deer by the little quesadilla. You get happy in the pizza when you mando. And I yes, I do. You know I have to school to make it with the don't know what to cook in your head, mambo, daddy. Forget the sorrows and collect them all the cream. The candy man, oh the candy man can, oh the candy man can, the candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Makes the world taste good. The candy man, the candy man, the candy man, the candy man. Starting with our amazing gentleman.
showed the history of Las Vegas going back to 1940. In the very beginning, it showed the Neon Boneyard, they call it, which is here in Las Vegas, where they've stored a lot of the old signs they don't use anymore, just kind of a mock-up of that they had. And then they went through several acts that are famous for Las Vegas in their own recreation of those musical acts. Got a little of the showgirls that I was able to get on video, and there was a lot of different acts in the show. The majority of them were very appropriate to Las Vegas. There were a few acts that they had that seemed to me didn't have anything to do with Las Vegas, but they were entertaining as well. So overall, it was a good show. I think I would actually rate it like 3 out of 5 stars. It certainly could have been better in some ways, but I did enjoy it. And by the way, it cost $65, and I had a seat about halfway up, pretty close to the middle. And fortunately, there was nobody sitting close to me, so that's how I was able to get some video. But I had to be very, very careful because they announced that they weren't allowing any photography at all during the show. So I was able to sneak in a few seconds for you here and there. Now, a lot of the shows are like $100 or $200, so a $65 show for what you saw and what I saw is not too bad. So I would give it a moderate recommendation. I'm now at the Luxor Casino, and this is the show I'm going to see. It's simply called Fantasy. It's the Strip's biggest tease. And these are the teasers. So all I know about the show is that it has these showgirls, and it is an adults only show, and it's Vegas's sexiest show, the gold standard of adult reviews in Las Vegas, and it remains one of the must-see shows in Las Vegas. Well, if it's must-see, then I figure I must see it. It's been here for 22 years, so it must be pretty popular. So I'm going to go see it, and after it's over, I'll give you my personal review. Now, the good and the bad news both is that when I was making my reservation online, I saw that there was one seat available, front row center. So I grabbed it. So I'm going to get the best possible view of the show. The bad part is that I'm not going to be able to video any of it, because being front row center, and there's probably going to be people, I know there's going to be people all around me, I'm just not going to be able to sneak any seconds in to show you what the show is like. Even the people on stage will see me with my video camera and I will get kicked out. So I am not about to let that happen. Well, folks, the show just ended, and here are some of the girls signing autographs, little meet and greet where you can have your picture taken with them here. So there was 12 girls plus the MC. And yes, they did get topless. And in fact, they were topless about half the time that they were on stage. So I enjoyed that. Also, 2 of them did an acrobatic act, which was very impressive. And the MC did some singing of some songs. And of course, there was music throughout. So it was kind of a variety show as well. And the only man in the show was one guy who came out a couple times and did some magic and comedy. So that added a little bit to it. Although, of course, I was here to see the girls. And I did enjoy the show very much, especially with the front row center seat. And I would give it a rating about 4 out of 5 stars. It can always be better, but I really enjoyed it. So if you do want to see a show like this, and it's one of the few shows in town where they do allow the topless, then yes, definitely come down. It's not really expensive. I paid $75, which was an extra $20 to get the good seat. So it could be less than that if you get a seat that's higher up. But it was quite a treat for me. But folks, I hope this video has helped you for next time you come to Las Vegas, to give you a few things as I showed you here, whether you want to come see them or not. So maybe this will help you sometime in the future when you get a chance to come to Las Vegas. Good day, folks.